You will win the war, not the battle. You don't ever need to win another battle. Win the war. What's the war? My son's getting married. What's the war? Have enough money for. Create jobs for my kids. That's the war. What they do with the money, that's their battle. That's not my battle no more. You spend it wisely, that's on you. You blow it, that's on you. Take care of my wife, get her to California. That's the war. The battle is what the house looked like on the inside. That's not my fight. Whatever you want in there, have it. That's up to you. If I can get one room where I can put all my football helmets, all the places I spoke, all the peripherality, jerseys, signed jerseys, I just need one wall. You have the rest of the house. Why? Because I'd rather for you to have it the way you want it and have a marriage than to have all the rooms look like I have and be by myself. We all have 24 hours. What makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you were born into. You will win the war, not the battle. You don't ever need to win another battle. Win the war. What's the war? My son's getting married. What's the war? Have enough money for. Create jobs for my kids. That's the war. What they do with the money, that's their battle. That's not my battle no more. You spend it wisely, that's on you. You blow it, that's on you. Take care of my wife, get her to California. That's the war. The battle is what the house looked like on the inside. That's not my fight. Whatever you want in there, have it. That's up to you. If I can get one room where I can put all my football helmets, all the places I spoke, all the peripherality, jerseys, signed jerseys, I just need one wall, you have the rest of the house. Why? Because I'd rather for you to have it the way you want it and have a marriage than to have all the rooms look like I have and be by myself. We all have 24 hours. What makes some of us average, makes some of us good, some of us great, is not the family you were born into. That means that particular area controls you. You almost got into a car accident over with. Car accident been over with 10 hours ago, you still pissed about it. Or you didn't got into it with your friend. That happened 2 days ago and you're all still not talking. That's immaturity. Let me tell you something. You don't know how many days you have. I'm just going to keep it 100. You don't know how many days you have left. You don't want to be wasting days. You're not God. You don't create. You can't wake yourself up. You don't know how many days you have left. You can't be playing with the days you have on foolishness. You have to learn how to control yourself. You all know my circumstances. I'm not here because I'm sweet. I'm here because one day I was like, yo, even you get a control of this, you need to get control of your life. You do not have control. You watch the dog on TV playing video games and you should be out here grinding. So there are people all the day, people are ET, bro. You do not want to be me. You're not ready for this grind, bro. Some of you can show up when you're at home. When you go on the road, you struggle, meaning that when things are going the way you want, you're cool. But when it rains, you got to grow up. Your body does not control you. If I got to get up early in the morning to get the money, I'm a morning person. If I got to go play somebody in their hometown and they got home, go to the van, I'm about to come bring the heat. Listen to me, you got to stop playing. So most of you, what happens is when everything is favorable, you're a beast. Make sure you understand what I'm saying. When everything is favorable, meaning whatever conditions you like, when those conditions are right, you're a beast. But when the conditions ain't right, you get smacked in the face. You got to grow up. You got to be a morning person, afternoon person, night person. You got to be a home person, on the road person. You got to be when you feel when you're a good person, when you're sick person, when you're tired person. I took it offensive. My man looked at me, you tired? I'm like, bro, have you lost your mind? I'm about to kill it. But I had to do back-to-back speeches 4 to 5. Then they wanted me to wait till 8 to start again. I had to sit there for 3 hours and wait. Like, let's go. Each one of us, the things that you don't have control over is the things that's keeping you from being sweet. And at what point are you going to fight against that nature in you that you know? So if I was to ask, most of you already know what your challenge is. You ain't dumb. You know what it is. You just don't fight it. And I'm challenging you to fight it. And the only reason you're having a bad day because of what you're thinking about. Now, I read something that said that the human brain is phenomenal and it could think like 1,000,000 and something different things, right? It's explosive. But the one thing it cannot do is it cannot think of two ideas at the exact same time. It does not have the capacity to think of two things at once. Now, it has the capacity in the hour to think about a whole bunch of stuff. But at one particular moment, it cannot think about more than one thing. So if you are having a bad day or having a bad day or having a bad moment, it means you're focusing on what? Whatever that bad thing is, that's what you're focusing on. That's why your life messed up, because you focused on the stuff that's wrong. You're not putting the same energy on what's right. It's just weird how we are as humans. We notice the bad and we talk about the bad, but we don't notice the good and talk about the good. We don't hop on the good, and that's what you do wrong. You focus so much on the negative that you forget all the positive. And then when you do think about the positive, you're not putting the energy in the positive like you put in the negative. So it's no secret. You are where you are because you're focusing on stuff you ain't got no business focus on. For those of you who know the thing about a basketball in the United States, there was a guy, a once-a-day Michael Jordan. And when Michael Jordan, at the end of the year, he would win what's called the shooting contest. And so throughout the whole year, he might have averaged 32 points. He had the most points of any other basketball player as it relates to points in the game. If you pay close attention, the guy that was in second place might have averaged 30 points, and the guy under him might have averaged 29 points. Listen to me, this is important. But because Michael Jordan scored 32, he made millions more than everybody else because he was the top as it relates to scoring. For those of us who know about the game of basketball in America, for each shot, it's worth 2 points. So in actuality, Michael Jordan only scored one more, possibly, and I don't think he did, 2 more baskets a game than the average person. But this guy was a millionaire and made more money than anybody else because of one shot. I need you to understand this. He was known around as one of the most popular athletes in the world, has made more money hand over foot than any athlete in the world. Why? Not because he made 10 more shots. Not because he made 5 more shots. The guy only made 1 or 2 more shots a game over the course of his career than everybody else. And he's better, makes more money, lived a better life than everybody because he sacrificed enough to get those 1 or 2 shots. And I'm telling you, you're not where you want to be financially, and it's not going to take 20 shots. You're not where you want to be in your marriage, and you are not going to take 20 shots. You are not where you want to be in your personal life. You are not the person you want to be, and it's not going to take you 20 shots. For some of you, it's 1 more shot. For some of you, it's 2 more shots. And you have not given yourself enough credit to say, I just need to get up a half hour earlier and my whole life will change. I just need to get up 1 hour earlier. I just need to work 1 hour longer. You need to stop hitting that snooze button. If you were to make that one change, that one sacrifice, you would stop dreaming and start living it. It is literally at the darkest moment, right? When it dawns. You don't really even get to the next level to your darkest moments. One of the things that I think is important is that a lot of you, young people, you're going this route and you're like, I don't see it.